Hi, my name is Logan Coyne. This is for FIT2222 Mechanics of Exercise. These are the standing dumbbell bicep curls. So when you're doing the bicep curls, you want to make sure your elbows are in and your upper arm is straight, parallel with your body. You want to be standing about feet shoulder width apart. And then you're going to be coming up. You exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. You want to do a count of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So these are the standing dumbbell bicep hammer curls. They're the same as the regular bicep curls, except it's going to work more of your forearm instead of more of your bicep. It's going to incorporate a lot more of your forearm as well as the bicep. But everything else is the same. You want to keep your elbows in, feet shoulder width apart. Count of 2 on the way up with an exhale. 2, 2. And you want to make sure your palms are facing each other inwards. These are the body weight squats. With the squats, you want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart or slightly more than shoulder width apart. When you lower, you want to go so that your knees are 9 degrees, and you want to make sure your knees don't pass your toes when you're going down. People put their hands and arms in various positions when they're doing their squats. Sometimes they'll just leave them down at their side, go down and up. Others, if they want more balance, they'll put their hands out like this, go up. People put their hands by their heads or on their hips and go up, but it's the same. You want to exhale on your way up, inhale on your way down. You want to make sure. This is the seated dumbbell shoulder press. It's going to work your delts, both sides, and it's good to use the dumbbells instead of the barbell sometimes. Helps develop the balance and make your delts equal instead of one side getting too much stronger than the other. When you're doing these, exhale on the way up, count of 2, inhale on the way down. You want to make sure your shoulders are back, your core is tight, coming down to about 90 degrees on each side. These are the tricep pushdowns. For these, you want to have your core braced, your back arched a little bit. It's going to be working your triceps. All 3 heads of your triceps. It's a very good exercise. So when you grab these, you want to make sure your elbows are in, feet shoulder width apart. Push down. When you get to the bottom, you want to push your palms downwards and out a little bit. These are the tricep dips on a bench. These can be done with just your body weight, or you can have some weight laying on your lap if you feel comfortable with that. These are going to be working your triceps as well. And when you're doing these, you want to sit down. Make sure your back is straight. Your hands are going to be placed on the bench about shoulder width apart, slightly less than shoulder width. You're going to have your elbows back, and you're going to put your feet up. Back straight, and you want to go straight down. Try to get around 90 degrees if you can stretch that far. Back up. These are the wrist curls. For these, you want to sit down, brace your arm on your leg. You're going to have a dumbbell in your hand, holding it in a supinated grip. Drop it down and back up. to work the under part of your forearm here. For the reverse wrist curls, it's the same thing, but you're going to have a pronated grip instead to work more of the top part of your forearm here. Drop it down. For things like the wrist curls or any exercise, if you're doing one side at a time, make sure that you do an equal amount of reps for each side to ensure proper balance and to make sure one doesn't get too much stronger than the other. For the lateral dumbbell raises, it's going to be working the delts here, and you're going to want to come up, arm straight, come up to about 90 degrees. Hold it for a second, slowly come back down. For this exercise, the dumbbell upright rows, you're going to want to hold the weight at about shoulder width apart. Keep your core braced and your back slightly arched. Then you're going to want to bring it up to your shoulders. Keep your elbows out and up, and then back down. It's going to work your delts and your trapezius muscles.